Towards the end of the Vedic period, the priestly class had become dominant due to the greater emphasis on rituals in yagnas. This led to the growth of superstition. Thinkers like Kapil and Charvak made efforts to reduce superstition. At about the same time, the Varna system had given rise to social discrimination. This discrimination was based on an individual's caste and not on his capability. Some castes came to be considered as superior and some inferior. In such conditions, Vardhaman Mahavir and Gautama Buddha guided the society towards the right path. For the common people, their teachings were easy to understand and practice in day-to-day life. Let us learn about Vardhaman Mahavir, 599 BC to 527 BC. According to the Jain tradition, a person who reveals principles of religion is known as the Tirthankar. Vardhaman Mahavir was the 24th Tirthankar. 12 years of rigorous tapa and attained enlightenment. He had conquered all bodily desires. Hence, people called him Jinn. He spent the rest of his life in preaching religion. He used Ardha Magadhi, the people's language, in order that the common people could understand his teachings. Pancha Mahavratas, the 5 great vows. Mahavir considered non-violence to be the greatest principle. He did not approve of violence in any form. He gave 5 precepts of behavior or Pancha Mahavratas to his followers. 1. Ahimsa, non-violence. No living being should be harmed. 2. Satya, truth. Truth should be observed in speech, mind, and behavior. 3. Asteya, one should not take what does not belong to him. 4. Aparigraha, one should not hoard or accumulate wealth in any form. 5. Brahmacharya, one should lead a chaste life. Tri-ratna, the 3 jewels. The 3 principles given by Mahavir are known as Tri-ratna or the 3 jewels. They are 1. Samyak darshan, right faith, faith in Mahavir's philosophy. 2. Samyak jnana, right knowledge, knowledge of Mahavir's teachings and Jain philosophy. 3. Samyak charitra, right conduct. Following the 5 great precepts, Mahavir did not accept any caste discrimination. He convinced the people that the greatness of an individual does not depend on his caste, but on the excellence of his character. He declared that women too had the right to undertake tapa, obtain knowledge, and renounce the world. His teachings were, love all living things, have mercy and compassion, and live and let live. Now, let us study about the Gautama Buddha, 563 BC to 483 BC. Siddharth was the birth name of Gautama Buddha. Origin of sorrow or suffering in human life was a thought that made him restless. He left his home and family in pursuit of the solution to this problem. He attained enlightenment or divine knowledge while he was seated in deep meditation under a peepal tree. The tree under which Buddha attained the divine knowledge came to be known as Bodhi Vriksha or the tree of enlightenment. Gautama Buddha delivered his first sermon at Sarnath near Varanasi after attaining divine knowledge. It is called Dhamma Chakra Pavattan or Dharma Chakra Pravartan. He preached the fundamental principles of Buddhism in this sermon. Gautama Buddha provided answers to questions like, what is the nature of human life? And why does man have to undergo suffering? In the form of 4 noble truths, Aryasatyas, noble truths. At the root of all human affairs, there are the following 4 noble truths. 1. Dukkha, suffering. Human life is full of suffering. 2. Trisha, desire. The cause of suffering is desire or craving. 3. Dukkha nirodh. It is possible to end suffering. 4. Pratipad, the way leading to the end of suffering. The way shown by Gautama Buddha to end suffering is known as the Ashtanga Marg, or the Eightfold Path. The 8 principles are right view, right thought or concept, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right memory, and right concentration. Panchashil. These are the rules of conduct that are to be followed along with the Eightfold Path. 1. Ahimsa, non-violence. No living being should be hurt. 2. Satya, truth. One should not tell lies. 3. Asteya, one should not steal. 4. Indriya Sanyam, one should win control over bodily desires. And 5. One should not take intoxicants. Bauddha Sangha. Gautama Buddha organized his followers in the Bauddha Sangha in order to take his doctrine to the people. Followers who entered the Sangha were called bhikkhus. They had to follow strict rules of conduct. People belonging to all castes were allowed into the Sangha. Buddha also allowed women to enter the Sangha. Gautama Buddha used Pali, the people's language, in order that all the people could understand and follow his teachings. Buddha's message, Bahujan Hitaya, Bahujan Sukhaya, for the welfare and happiness of all, has made a deep impact on the world. Vardhaman Mahavir and Gautama Buddha went from village to village to propagate their teachings. Their message was, humanism is supreme and all human beings are equal. They took their message to the common people. They showed the people the way that would release them from the yoke of rituals. The principles given by these 2 great souls have taken deep root in Indian culture.